Hey folks, welcome back to Dan's Auto Diagnostics and Repair. Today we're working on a Toro 824 snowblower. She's running, but she's not running great. She stalls out. She's got a fuel delivery issue. I believe it's the floats are sticking, and I could clean it out and make it all good, go through the carb, adjust everything, and it'd work. But it's cheaper just to get a new carb, especially if you go with HIPAA. HIPAA got a hold of me and said they'd like to help out with this project. There they are right there. So they sent me a new carb. Got a primer ball, gaskets, fuel filters, primer bulb line, and this neat little book. Just, you know, you can write notes in it, blank, but it's fantastic. And what they like to do down there is help the DIYer. So, you know, if you're in a project and you're looking for a part, you go on their website and the parts are really nice and cheap. They come pre-tuned, like this carburetor. More than likely, you're not going to have to do anything to it. It comes out of the box as tuned as it can be. It's a plug-and-play system, and it runs. So, thanks HIPAA for helping us out today with our project, and we're going to get this thing on. One thing you would definitely want to be sure of when you take something like this apart is all these little actuating rods. You want to make sure that these all go back where they came from. Alright, so there's a screw here and a screw here on each side of this intake tube. There's a nut on the other side, so that's going to be difficult if that gets stuck. Don't lose that. And there it is. One more. Then we got to pay close attention to these actuators. Here's where your primer ball goes. We got a new line and a new primer ball for that. HIPAA supplies an all-in-one kit. It's only one actuating arm on the top here. So once you break everything free, the fuel line, the primer bulb line, and the two screws, you can just turn that out and you're good to go. I'm replacing the fuel line and the primer ball, so I had to take this cover back off and the fuel tank. It's only 2 bolts here, and the fuel tank comes down. Here's the old shutoff valve and fuel line. We're going to replace it with the new shutoff, new fuel line, new primer bulb line, and of course the new primer bulb. Kind of weird that this new fuel line goes right close to the engine. It just seems like it would be too hot back there, but that's where I got the old one. Crazy. Sorry about the bumping you. Yeah, I don't. It's just difficult. I can't have it on this side because then I'm turning. This is turning, so it's close to that flywheel too. That's awfully weird. All right, finally got it threaded through there, but man, that just seems awfully close to the motor there. Wow. And I'm gonna have to rearrange that fuel line so it's not touching the rotor there. Can't believe these tolerances here. Wow. All right. Got it ran through there. It's not touching. It's close. Look at those tolerances, man. I mean, it's so close. Crazy. All right. I got the shut-off valve on. Now I'm just going to bolt the tank back up. Two bolts. Nice and easy on those, it's plastic. And then I'm going to run this bottom fuel line. Put the little clamp on. Stick that up on there. Clamp it down. Pull out the slack from the other side and you're good. Good thing HIPAA supplied us with a new gasket because that one's trash. You want to make sure that your mating surfaces are clean. Put your new gasket on. And then before you install your carb, you remember that lever that we had to angle the carb up and put it on. Just like that there. Now you want to make sure that you get your fuel lines on before you attach this and the primer bulb line. To get your primer bulb out, you just pull it out. You may need to get a screwdriver and pry it out, but you just pull it out and it comes right out. Now to put your new bulb in, just go ahead and insert it into the hose. Nice and easy. It's a decent fit. Slide it back through to the carb. And then simply click it back on. And that's it. Now you're left with all this extra line coming to the carb. So you just kind of line it up. Cut them to fit and put everything back together. Don't want to forget your gasket. All right, that's in. The little actuating arm is in. All right, now for the priming bulb. We'll just cut that about right there. Put on our little clamp. Stick it in there. There we go. Now this thing should fire up. Sound good once I get gas in it. Fuel it up. Should be enough to crank it. I'm gonna get this thing outside. Alright, fuel's on. That's on. Alright, had to hit that primer ball a few more times. See what she's got. I'd say that's a win. Well, she fired up. She stayed running. I was able to put her in all the gears and run the auger without it stalling out like it used to. I could run it for a little bit and it just die, and it wouldn't sit there and run. So there it is, brand new carb from HIPA. And she's going again. I just got to put this thing back together and ship it. Alright, she's been here sitting in the shop for a few hours. I just want to see if she's going to fire up nicely. Turn it on, prime it up a couple times, put the choke on. I just want to give a big shout out to the folks down at HIPA for helping us out with this project. If you got a project of your own, go to hipastore.com. You got some good parts down there for you, and I'll leave the link in the description. That's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.